wonder, as we deal with COVID-19, our schools, our students, our populations throughout the world, what would Dr. Still tell us if he were here today? Well, we know that osteopathy is basically a philosophy of health. And by trying to find health within our patients, we give them the best resistance to disease, which certainly will come, Dr. Still said. So looking at the mental health, the diet, the exercise, and making sure that structures have natural flow of health in and waste out was our best protection at Dr. Still's time for fighting off diseases. 100 years ago, the Spanish flu rose from World War I. The soldiers were sitting in foxholes with their food supplies, chickens and pigs. As they were in these wet, unsanitary, cold conditions, the soldiers got sick with the flu. The animals also got sick with their own versions of the flu. The humans gave the disease to the pig gave the disease to the chicken gave the disease back, and it became a melting pot of flus, which created what became the first bird flu of our generation. So many people were sick. The war literally ground to a halt. So as these soldiers returned home, they brought the disease with them. In order to fight the virus, we set up quarantine rules very similar today. Churches and chapels were closed. Pool halls, beaches, theaters, public areas were closed. Any type of public gathering area was basically closed. All schools, both public and private, were closed. Hospitals refused visitors to those with the flu in order to keep the flu from spreading through the community. Public transportation was basically shunned and people discouraged from using it. Any kind of gathering was basically off limits, and people quarantined in their homes, much as we are today. Eventually, herd immunity set in, and the Spanish flu went away. We're learning with this virus, COVID-19, that the healthiest populations are surviving it better than those with pre-existing conditions. So our job is to help our patients achieve the highest level of health and therefore the most resistance they can towards diseases like COVID-19. By doing these things, you'll have the best defense and your patients in fighting off viruses, because although this pandemic is new to us, it won't be the last one. So stick to your rules, stick to the home quarantine, use the social distancing, try to keep hygienic, keep your hands clean, and keep away from people that might be infected. And we're going to get through this. And we'll have our own stories to tell generations from now, how the osteopathic profession once again fought and won over a global pandemic.